The engine suddenly dies while you are moving. Power steering goes heavy, the brakes get hard, and now you are coasting toward the shoulder. This is genuinely dangerous, and it needs fixing before you drive again. The good news is that the cause is usually on a short list. Here are 7 causes and exactly how to fix each one. Failing crankshaft position sensor. This sensor tells the computer where the crankshaft is at every moment. Without that signal, the computer cannot time spark or fuel injection, so the engine shuts off instantly. These sensors commonly fail with heat, which is why the car runs fine cold and dies after 20 or 30 minutes of driving. Scan for a P0335 or P03036 code, though be aware the sensor can absolutely fail without ever setting a code. The classic pattern is a car that dies when fully hot, refuses to restart for 20 or 30 minutes, then fires up perfectly once it has cooled down. If that matches your symptoms exactly, the crankshaft position sensor is your prime suspect. A replacement sensor costs $8 to $30 and is usually accessible near the crankshaft pulley or on the bell housing behind the engine. Failing fuel pump. The pump keeps the fuel rail pressurized while you drive. When it starts to die, it works at idle and low speed, then fails under sustained load. The engine sputters, loses power, and shuts off. Often you hear a whining noise from the tank in the weeks leading up to the failure. Turn the key to the on position without starting and listen carefully at the fuel filler for a 2-second priming hum from the tank. Complete silence points to either a dead pump or no power reaching it. Connect a fuel pressure gauge to the rail and tape it to the base of the windshield so you can watch it while driving. Pressure that visibly drops off right as the car stalls confirms the pump is the culprit. Replace the fuel filter at the same time, since a clogged filter is what killed the pump in the first place. Bad ignition switch. The ignition switch sends power to the engine management system. When the internal contacts wear, vibration or a bump in the road momentarily breaks that connection. The engine cuts out instantly, then may restart immediately. The giveaway is that the dashboard lights flicker or go dark at the same moment. While driving slowly in a safe, empty area, gently wiggle the key in the ignition cylinder. If the engine stumbles or the dashboard lights flicker as you move it, the switch contacts are worn out. Also check whether a heavy keychain full of keys is hanging off the ignition and slowly pulling the cylinder downward over time. Removing that extra weight is a completely free fix that permanently solves this problem on a surprising number of vehicles. A replacement ignition switch costs $30 to $150. Alternator failure. The alternator powers everything once the engine is running and keeps the battery charged. When it fails, the car runs off battery alone for a few minutes, then everything shuts down at once. The battery light usually comes on first, followed by dimming headlights and a dying radio. Test the voltage right at the battery terminals with the engine running. A healthy charging system reads somewhere between 13.8 and 14.8 volts consistently. A reading at or below 12.5 volts with the engine running means the alternator is not charging at all and the car is running purely on borrowed battery time. Also check that the serpentine belt is intact and properly tensioned before condemning the alternator, since a glazed or slipping belt produces the exact same symptom for far less money to repair. Clogged fuel filter. A restricted filter allows enough fuel through at light load, but starves the engine when demand rises, or when it has been running long enough to drain the reserve in the rail. The car dies on the highway, restarts after sitting, and dies again. It mimics a failing fuel pump closely. Check the service history for the last fuel filter change. Many vehicles specify replacement somewhere between 30 and 60,000 miles, and plenty of drivers have never once done it. A new filter costs $10 to $40 depending on the vehicle. Depressurize the fuel system first, and always wear eye protection while working on fuel lines. If a fresh filter solves the stalling immediately, you have also saved the fuel pump from an early and expensive death. Vacuum leak or failing idle air control. A large vacuum leak lets unmetered air into the engine. At speed, the computer compensates, but when you slow down or come to a stop, the mixture goes too lean and the engine dies. The classic pattern here is a car that stalls when decelerating, coming to a stop, or idling at a light. With the engine idling, spray short-controlled bursts of carburetor cleaner around the intake manifold gasket. every vacuum hose, and the throttle body base. A sudden change in idle speed pinpoints the leak location immediately. Also inspect the large brake booster hose carefully, since a cracked one causes exactly this stalling symptom and gets overlooked constantly. On older vehicles without electronic throttle control, remove and clean the idle air control valve thoroughly with throttle body cleaner and a rag. What to do the moment it happens? This matters more than any repair. When the engine dies at speed, you lose power steering assist and brake boost immediately. The steering still works but takes far more effort, and the brakes still work but require much harder pedal pressure. Do not turn the key to the locked position because the steering wheel will lock. Keep the ignition in the on or accessory position, signal, and coast to the right shoulder using the momentum you have. Once stopped, try restarting. If it starts, drive directly to a safe location rather than continuing your trip. Bad engine ground connection. Every electrical circuit needs a solid path back to the battery. Ground straps run from the engine to the chassis and to the body. When one corrodes or loosens, voltage becomes unstable across the whole system. The engine may cut out over bumps or under electrical load, and the symptom often mimics a failing ignition switch. Locate the braided ground straps between the engine block and the firewall or frame. Look for corrosion, fraying, or a loose mounting bolt. Remove each strap. Clean both the strap end and the mounting surface down to bare metal with a wire brush, then reinstall tightly. A replacement ground strap costs $10 to $25. This repair is cheap, frequently overlooked, and solves a surprising number of intermittent stalling complaints. Failing mass airflow sensor. The mass airflow sensor tells the computer how much air is entering the engine. When contamination causes it to underreport at certain airflow rates, the computer injects far too little fuel and the engine stalls. The pattern is often stalling at specific speeds or during throttle transitions rather than randomly. Remove the sensor and spray the sensing wires with dedicated MAF cleaner, never touching them with anything. Let it dry fully before reinstalling. A can costs about $6. Then watch live data on a scanner while driving. Airflow readings should climb smoothly with throttle input. Sudden dropouts or flat spots in that data confirm the sensor is failing and needs replacement rather than cleaning.